Russia says it's been carrying out massive strikes across the Ukrainian front line and accused Kyiv soldiers of abusing civilians in territories recaptured in a dramatic counteroffensive. And the allegation came after Russia pulled back its troops from the Kharkiv region. Julia Chapman in Kyiv has more on the situation on the ground.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky saying that troops are continuing their movements. They are consolidating the gains made in the eastern Kharkiv region and continuing to press onwards while they stabilize the situation in the newly retaken areas. And it is from there that we've been learning a bit more about what life has been like for the 150,000 Ukrainians living in these Russian-controlled areas, newly retaken by Ukrainian forces. Many of them experienced near constant shelling over the last 6 months or so. They had no method of communication with the rest of the country. But for the most part, we haven't been hearing any kind of widespread allegations of abuse at the hands of the Russians. But we understand that there are still 1.2 million Ukrainians living in territory still controlled by the Russians. Ukraine's deputy defense minister on Tuesday vowing that all of that area would eventually be taken back by Ukraine. Officials here also very insistent that part of the reason for the success of the counteroffensive so far has been the contribution of Western military aid, the weapons provided to Ukraine, the military training for the troops as well. But they are calling for the West to speed up deliveries of promised aid of $16 billion in weapons that have been allocated to Ukraine. Estimates put it at only about half of that amount that have actually reached the country. We've heard from Dmytro Kuleba, the Ukrainian foreign minister, who had some tough words for Berlin on Tuesday, saying that there were disappointing signals from Germany when Ukraine asked for more tanks and other military assistance, and that Western officials should sustain the efforts to continue helping providing weapons to this country. Julia Chapman, CGTN.